Got the paper inside.
All right.
Campaign. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a call out board appeal to order. Ask Mr. Henry what we got on the agenda for tonight.
We have
Oh,
two.
Mr. Henry, we got quite a few people here, so we actually hold your comments at least to 3 minutes. Mr. Henry.
You have an application by Johnny Dornell for a variance pursuant to Article 4, Section 4-3, Paragraph A, yard regulations from the required 75-foot setback from the building setback line to the center of the road right-of-way setback to proposed 20-foot setback from the building setback line to the center of the road right-of-way setback to allow for a pole shed. This property identified as partial bucket number 4471, county tax number 126000-05-004. Zone residential R1 is located on the east side of Willow Oak Lane, approximately half a mile north of the intersection with Highway 15. County of Mecklenburg, reference deed book LR-19-96.
Anyone have any comments on that?
Butch Dornell,
Yes, sir.
you will speak.
I don't have anything to say.
Okay.
Let Jerry talk first if you want to.
Judy,
No. She's the mayor.
Mike,
He's the mayor.
Todd,
Amen.
you ready to speak? You got anything to say?
Yeah.
I've been a property owner for, beside Butch and Johnny for, going on 3 years. You know, I don't have a problem with what they want to do. I think, you know, I'm all for it. So it's what I want. That's my opinion. It's what I want to say.
One question I got was, where the orange marks at, that's where the poles can go? Over there with the orange marks.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's approximately where the pole's gonna go.
Okay, the adjacent property, 194, the driveway comes, they cool, they fine with the driveway, the poles being blocking the driveway?
I don't use it anyway, because that's going into their driveway.
Okay.
We just pull up, and that's just use it for extra parking, then I back out. I mean, you may not can see the whole driveway, but I don't go, I don't.
Okay, then use that part.
Circle drive.
Okay.
Never had.
Gerald?
Was there a lot to say the last time? As an error. Gentlemen, I'm here tonight with only 3 minutes to speak. I live at 170 next to 182 Willow Oak Lane. I trust all the members received a copy of my first letter explaining my concerns with the application for a variance for a placing of a structure 40 feet wide by 30 feet deep to be placed on a small frontage front yard, basically up to the road. Mr. Hendricks has told me the application is to store a boat which is presently stored in an attached garage to the main house. This was done by the previous owner, and I had no objections with his variance application. It's funny, he kept saying to me he was adding $18,000 of construction costs to the values of the block. And I found that so funny. I have spent $480,000 on a purchase of $420,000 on a home that was 970 square feet, basically a dump used for rental income, into a 3,650 square foot home or house. I also added a separate cottage style workshop garage. I have been told during all of this additions how everything turned out and thanking me with the various neighbors, of which this neighbor was not a part of. This application is for storage of a boat. Folks, the boat is 7 feet wide and 22 feet long. Open structure and have the look of a commercial, I'm sorry, I skipped a page. I better stay with the much. 21 to 22 feet long. What is the need for this towering structure on such a little frontage and would certainly change the character of the homes on the road? As you can understand, my big concern is what this structure will do to the conformity with the other homes on the road and their values as well as mine. I've been told by 3 real estate agents that this monstrous, as they called it, will certainly change the character of the block and no doubt their values. One even said, from her experience, that perhaps at a later date, this applicant would apply to close the open structure and have the look of a commercial, perhaps a repair shop. Hoping the members could perhaps consider a much smaller structure.
What's that? 3 minutes out.
Oh,
You're 3 minutes out.
can I say thank you? I had 2 more sentences. That's it?
Yes, sir. 3 minutes out.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have any comments?
That's it.
We all. Gerald, what you got on?
What you got on it? That's the only neighbor.
Huh?
Nobody else. That's the only one. How many live in the area? How many people live in the street?
How full?
So one, four.
Four. Yeah.
One, four.
His house is not adjacent to the one we're looking at, right?
If you're at 182 Willow Oak, you're on this side,
I was thinking.
where the trees and
So the
bushes,
neighbors on both sides don't have any problem with it, is that correct?
just the one to the right. The other neighbors did not have an issue.
I will add to it, it is tight in there now. The
Yeah.
way you talking about putting it there, it's tight.
Yeah, a little bit too.
There seems to be a lot of structures there, it's real close to that road. That road really, I wouldn't consider it a subdivision road anyway, is it? It's more like a private road, is that right?
I
You
don't think
okay?
so. Yeah, because small, everything is tight. And there's not enough room for nothing, stuff in there. And I looked at myself, so I tell you they was good together. You looked at it, you brought it.
Huh?
You looked at it.
You know, I was waiting to see what y'all see, what somebody come over here now.
What you think, Andrew?
I can't. I know there's no more building lots below that.
And there's no more.
No. But it's zone residential R1, so no commercial activity can take place.
Somebody else.
It's zone residential R1, so there is no commercial activity that can take place in R1.
These are all neighbors. If you know, got any comment, you need to hear from them about about the shed.
You probably help somebody come and another neighbor would say something. Yeah.
I'm Judy,
Okay.
and I just wanted to say,
Come up to the podium.
I'm Judy, and I'm also Butch's neighbor. I own a house two doors down from him, and I have absolutely no problem with them building this structure. And I will also say that there won't be any commercial work going on. Thank you.
We're not gonna do that. I promise. This is one of the.
I'm one of the other neighbors on Mike Davidson. You bring up a good point about commercial work. Is there a way that you could put it in there where it couldn't have commercial application in the future? Something like that. I'm 2 doors away, so it really doesn't affect me.
Mhm.
But you all gave me a variance for a garage in the past. And listen, if we want to get into what the value of the property is, get rid of them dumpsters up front first. Okay, or if y'all really want to make this old boy happy, take over the road. But it's just a little private lane, okay? That's just my opinion.
I'd like to make a motion, we grant this variance. I can't see where it's gonna be as much problem as he represented there.
So we put it in for commercial work.
Can't, some residential R1, it's not allowed.
Not allowed anyway?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, we grant the variance.
Second.
Okay. Motion made and properly second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. You have your variance.
It's approved.
Thanks.
If y'all want to leave, we give you a few minutes to leave unless you want to stay for the next application.
Thank y'all.
Okay.
You have an application by Michael Gunn for a variance pursuant to Article 4, Section 4-3, Paragraph A, yard regulations from the required 75 feet setback from the building setback line to the center of the road right-of-way setback to a proposed 30 feet setback from the building setback line to the center of the road right-of-way setback to allow for a garage. This property identified as partial record number 780, county tax number 125A01-08-011, zone residential R1, is located on the north side of Bluestone Circle, approximately 292.2 feet north of its intersection with Route 1601, Presswood Drive, County of Mecklenburg, reference D book LR-23-324.
Is that Michael?
Yeah.
Mike, you got any comment?
I was under the understanding initially that that was not, it was 50 feet from the property line. It's a 50-foot right-of-way, dirt road, private road, back into that section. I'm at the old loop at the back of Old Presswood. Am I incorrect on that?
I mean, this is what I looked up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was working to try to get up the hill further to put a 30 by 40 garage down there. Right now it's going to be electric only. I have no intention of doing anything with septic on it. It'll have a 2-bay garage above and a engineered truss floor for the second or for the back section, 15 foot wide. Below it will be a basement. Basically, it'll be 30 by 15. Moved to the area, have a lot of tools, woodworking tools and things that I want to be able to use and enjoy.
That's down the hill beside the one that's already there.
Correct. Yes, sir. It's
Facing the water.
I'm on lot 10 and that's lot 11. Beside of me is Kent's property. And I think he owns from there basically to the corner, except the new framed house there. It's on that corner.
I was trying to get up away from the lower line some because I'll actually have an entrance to the basement on that lower side. I didn't know if you all needed to see plans to be able to understand the building itself or not. The upper two garage doors will be on a concrete slab, and then there'll be a block basement, an interior wall on that section to retain the upper section, and then a 15 by 30 storage in the bottom.
Your neighbors say anything?
I got nothing. No emails, no letters, no phone calls.
I ordered today. It's kind of private back there. It's kind of secluded. Ain't a whole lot of traffic.
Did you make the whole circle?
No, I just went down to where the address was, and I saw where the marker was at,
Correct.
and I turned around to the other, came back around.
Okay.
It's kind of private.
There's several garages along that same section that are all within basically the same distance I'm asking off of. I marked it off of the property line and had the surveyors mark it off basically the property arch. There was a little post at the top of the hill. I don't know if you saw that, but that's basically an estimation of where that arch is. And I'm well at 31 and a half feet or 32 feet down the hill to that closest corner. And well off of the other property line on the other side, about 12 feet off of that one.
On the face of the house on the left-hand side, where I guess the deck come around the side, you close to the property lines, you can get on that side?
I'm as closest to get to the property line on the rear of the building. Did you all have a survey plot as a copy of your things?
I think that's on the should be that right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it.
That's it right here.
Mm-hmm. They got it.
You got a copy of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is the property along Kent's,
Mm-hmm.
along this left-hand, well, looking at it from your side,
Mm.
along this side. This is my property line. Whoops, wrong direction. Kent's, mine, that's the location, general location of the building. I'm trying to get it basically straight up down the hill. Wanting to hope to enter here and have enough of a gravel driveway to be able to move vehicles in and out. Do you understand this?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do.
And on the lower side of that, down towards the core property,
Uh-huh.
the core line, that lower end of that building will have those two doors to be able to enter. So it'll be two garage doors on the top, entry door facing the road, and then those two doors below for entrance. It's such a slope on that lot.
Yeah, it is.
It's cheaper to build a basement than it is to fill the ground.
Yeah.
Was there any other questions, John?
Okay. Any question?
Make a motion, give it, right away.
Second.
Okay. Motion was made and proper second. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, say the same way.
Approved.
You got your.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
Next thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the April the 23rd, 2024 board meeting.
Do I need to stay for anything else? Thank you. Have a good evening.
All right.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes as stated.
All right, motion made that we accept the bid from our April 23rd meeting. Made and proper second that we the minutes of the April 23rd meeting.
Vote, get a vote.
All in favor?
Oh, aye.
Okay. Y'all will be going back to visit 182 Willow Oak Lane. They filed for another variance to do a room addition in the storage building, if you want to go back.
On 182?
You meant the one that just left the first application on Johnny Dornell?
Mm-hmm.
They just filed another variance this
That's-
week.
That's right next door for them, ain't it?
Where?
The same place y'all just went to on the whole shed. They're filing for a variance to do a room addition and for the storage building. Storage building was in violation, so they're trying to get it straight. And they're gonna add on to, if you're facing the house to the right-hand side, they're expanding the living room out so they can't meet the 10-foot setback. So that'll be coming up next month.
Wait, they ain't got no room.
I'm finna say,
It would be like a popping daddy out. Why would this building so tight?
Building on that piece of square footage.
Yeah.
what side of the house did what?
If you're facing it and it's got the sidewalk that goes around the right-hand
Yeah,
side,
uh-huh.
they're coming out 7 feet and it's gonna put them 5 foot off the property line.
Mm.
They're trying to make the living, that's a small house. They're trying to make it bigger. So, but it's the same location if y'all want to go back.
You need to think about going up instead of.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the way that is designed, the roof is designed, I don't think they can go up without taking the whole roof off. And redoing, the floor joists, I think, are 2x8s on the first floor. So actually go up to the second floor, you would probably need 2x10 floor joists. And do 2x8s on the second floor. You'd have to tear the whole house down and start over.
Ain't a whole lot of room in there.
That was a subdivision that was done years ago before zoning went into effect. And every lot, that's Ferry Hill is 2 parts. This is one part of it, and then the water separates the other part.
Right.
And those lots, I mean, some of them, if you go in there, if you slip, you ain't gonna stop until you hit the water.
That's right.
And they are super small.
But that one there too, if you go to that, I mean, he gonna be so close, he can maybe drive around the house and stuff.
But they don't drive around the house now.
It's so close in there, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be to the side of the house, like behind the existing garage.
So it'll be
Oh,
closer,
just to the back, okay.
Yeah.
closer to the neighbor that Mr. complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're better about him. Yeah.
But I mean, they have those trees that they planted through them that kind of separates.
Instead of cutting trees down and left the ones there.
Yeah. All the I guess you call it the screening that's on the property line, pretty much screens everything you can see is existing.
You got a couple trees you need to cut down too.
He cut some down.
Yeah, we have one that's leaning, when he put that shed up, it's leaning right on top of the shed.
They're gone.
But,
I had to go up there. Because I had to go up there anyway to do some measurements and stuff. And
Okay.
the complaint was they were cutting trees down across the road and they were cutting trees down on the property.
I see where they cut the 2 pine trees down. They had to fall across the road because they couldn't go no.
Yeah, no,
And
wait.
they actually had tree cutters that they cut.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they didn't cut it themselves.
Okay.
And that's all I have for tonight.
All right. Everybody call for adjourn?
Yeah.
Meet adjourned then.